Now, TMZ says this, exclusive. I don't need security and I'm staying put. Nobody can scare me off. Now, I don't know if this is a direct quote from the man himself, but TMZ is reporting this and they're reputable. So let's see what they got to say. Tekashi 6ix9ine should get the hell out of Dodge, or at least up his security after his brutal gym beatdown. That's what most people think, but we've learned that isn't the case. Sources close to Tekashi tell TMZ he's actually been going out in public without his hired muscle pretty regularly over the last year without issue. See, here's the problem, right? Academics spoke about this as well, that security is like insurance. You hope you never need it, but you keep it around in case you do. Now, here's the thing about security that's tricky, right? When you're paying security and nothing ever happens to you, and you're paying all of this money. I mean, guys like Tekashi, that got all that money, they're not moving light. They're moving heavy. They got guys, they got their camp with them, their team with them. They got to pay for their security's hotels. They got to pay for the hotel of their clique, their entourage. There's a lot of money that goes into this. So Tekashi 6ix9ine, if he goes to the Ritz-Carlton, he's paying X amount of money for his bodyguards to have rooms. Then he's got to coordinate with them, make sure his camp, his entourage, make sure that they've got rooms, all sorts of money, all sorts of high expenditures being made by Tekashi 6ix9ine in terms of security. So with that being said, him walking around in that security for an entire year, where is that coming from? It's probably coming from the fact that he's had security for so long, and he's looking at it like, well, look, nothing has happened to me. Nothing's happened to me. Now realizing the reason nothing has happened to you is because you had security. It's because you had security. But when you continue to play the villain, when you continue to play the eternal antagonist, you do have to accept the fact that, bro, people are going to want to hurt you. A year went by and nobody touched you. It's not a guarantee. You continuously play the villain. I don't believe Tekashi is that big of a dickhead. I really don't believe that. But when you continuously portray that image, of course, somebody's going to want to test you and see what's up with you. You're inviting an energy of ignorance towards you. But the article goes on to say, we're told he's not about to let one incident change the way he lives. He wants to continue to live as normal a life as possible, and it's chalking the gym beatdown as an outlier. It's not really going to be an outlier anymore. If people see that you don't have security, more people are going to want to spot you and try you. At first, everybody was coming up with 1,000,001 excuses. Oh, he's a Fed, he's a rat, he's got security, he's got SEAL Team 6 behind him. We don't want to touch the nigga. Now that they see you're rolling around with no security and getting jumped by bald, bearded up Puerto Ricans, now they see, okay, well, maybe we could grab Tekashi. Maybe we could slap him up a little bit. Teach him a lesson. Tekashi 6ix9ine, if he doesn't want to roll around with security, I said this before in my last video, I'm going to say it again. Tekashi, you got to move to Idaho. You got to move to Utah. You got to move to New Hampshire. You got to move to Maine. There are a lot of states in America where you can still party and have fun while simultaneously avoiding these goons. I don't believe that these old white dads wearing plaid flannel shirts, cutting down trees want to fuck you up, bro. I really don't believe that. I think their sons are going to want to take pictures with you, and that's as far as it goes. I don't think you're going to get fucked up in Idaho. I don't think you're going to get fucked up in New Hampshire or Maine. I'm just saying. It's just a suggestion on my part. I think Tekashi needs to realize that this beatdown shit, this nigga's jumping you shit, you can no longer just say, that's probably not going to happen. Now that it's happened, people are going to want to test your gangster. People are going to really want to try you. Now that they see that they can touch you. Now the onus is on you to beef up your security. The onus is on you to now organize and coordinate properly. Or, and I'm just saying, I think you should consider this, Tekashi. I think you need to leave Miami. You need to leave Miami. You need to genuinely consider leaving Miami. Because at this stage in the game, bro, in the situation that you're currently in, if you don't leave Miami, I don't really understand. Like, what are you going to, in terms of physical safety, what is your plan? Because now you're getting touched in South Florida. So what's the plan now? The article goes on to say that what's more, Tekashi has no plans on leaving South Florida despite the attackers saying snitches weren't welcome in their neighborhood. See, this is what I'm talking about. These dudes are sitting there. They've touched you, bro. Other people are going to want to, I'm telling you, bro, like, Tekashi, you cannot play with Miami no more, bro. That's just not your spot. You got to move back up north or you got to move to the Midwest. There's no choice, bro. You keep playing the villain. I would encourage Tekashi to play the hero once in a while, or just play the nice guy. Be likable. The fact that you've been a dickhead for this long is actually going to make your turnaround, hopefully if you have one, it's going to make your turnaround even more impactful. As we reported, Tekashi was sent to the hospital after he was pummeled inside the locker room of an LA Fitness, suffering injuries to his back, face, jaw, and ribs. Video obtained by TMZ shows one of the alleged attackers chatting on a cell phone before bringing another man inside the facility. From there, you see both men beeline it to the locker room to execute their attack with a third person. Lance Lazaro, Tekashi's attorney, told us he's going to speak with the feds about getting some protection for his client, but it sounds like 6ix9ine wouldn't be too keen on accepting any. Right, because Tekashi's still trying to prove he's a gangster at this stage in the game. He's still trying to prove that he's a goon, a gangster, at this stage in the game. He doesn't get it. He doesn't realize, bro, no one views you as a gangster. You told on your gang. Now, granted, you had a reason to. They kidnapped you, stole from you, fucked your baby mama. I mean, if I were you, I would have told too. Difference between you and me is I understand where I have hit my limit. Tekashi seems completely obsessed with attention and the wrong kind of perception. See, 6ix9ine cares about perception, but he wants the wrong type. Tekashi wants niggas to look at him like he's a gangster. Bro, you blew that, bro. You blew that with 9 Trey. That's done. That's done. Try to go back into rapping. Give it a genuine try. Genuinely, I think Tekashi 6ix9ine needs to leave behind the ha-ha, so-and-so died. Like when PNB rocked out, I think Tekashi 6ix9ine laughed about it or something. It's like, bro, you want these fans to look at you and judge you the same way they judge these other rappers. Do you understand the difference between you and these other rappers? It's not just that you're a snitch, bro. It's also that you are an antagonistic character. You are constantly belittling and disrespecting other people's favorite rappers. Not only that, but you don't put out any hits anymore, bro. And because you don't put out hits anymore, guess what? People cannot find favor with you. People cannot sit there and say, well, that's my nigga, that's my favorite rapper, Tekashi. They're not going to do that. You're over here attacking dudes who still have flourishing rap careers or people who were beloved and died. Your career has tanked musically as of right now. Who's to say what could happen for you in the future? But as of right now, you're not dominating musically. So your fan base isn't strong. So every time you come out and act like a jackass toward everyone else in the rap industry, of course, no one's ever going to take your side. I'm seeing him sitting there with academics complaining about the fact that people are giving Gunna pass after pass after pass, but not giving him a pass. Bro, you have been the biggest dickhead in hip-hop history. The biggest. Anytime someone dies, we can rest assured that 6ix9ine is going to sit there and say something disrespectful. 6ix9ine got to realize, like, bro, it's so clear that he wants the respect and the equal treatment of the fans, from the fans, but he's not willing to be a likable guy in public. I don't know what he's like in private. I would imagine he's probably not a dickhead, given the fact that he took all those dudes from 9 Trey and fed them, took care of them, put them in planes, took them here, take them there. I don't think Tekashi's a dick to people he knows. But in terms of how he presents himself to the public, bro, you got to realize all attention ain't good attention. You also got to be able to realize when to play your cards a certain way. You can't always lay down the most vicious attack. Sometimes you got to step back and say, damn, I can't win this one. Okay, let me appeal to the crowd. Let me be nicer. Let me be like, bro, I really believe that Tekashi came home and said, you know what, guys? I'm done, like, antagonizing you guys. I'm done, like, bragging. I'm not going to sit here and brag about being a snitch and I'm back home and ha, you're mad and all this other bullshit. What I'm really going to do is I'm stepping away from the gangster shit. I just want to be a rapper. I have no regrets about what I did. They fucked my baby mama. They robbed me. They kidnapped me. They put a gun to my head, blah, blah, blah. If Tekashi did that, I don't think Tekashi would have got jumped 2-3 days ago. That's just my personal opinion. I truly believe that Tekashi's beefs constantly stem from him playing the antagonist. Whether it's him dissing Puerto Ricans because his father abandoned him or whatever, or him talking mad shit about all these different rappers after they die. And granted, some of those rappers wish death on him. But Tekashi's got to realize, like, bro, if you want these fans to see things your way, you have to present it in a manner that is digestible. So if King Von or PNB Rock wish death on you, you have to wait a while. Like, you can't just pop out after they died and said, ha, he died. Like, if you're gonna push that point, like, he wished death on me, you gotta wait. You gotta wait a little bit. Like, have some taste, have some class, wait a little bit, and then maybe tweet out or post exactly what they said about you rather than trying to demonize and attack them. I personally don't think you should even be mentioning them when they die. I mean, it's over with. But if you're so dead set on saying they attack me first, you have to have tact. You have to know how to approach this shit. You cannot just sit there and fight, just come out guns fucking blazing every time you, like, no. No, and it's so obvious that Tekashi wants to be treated equally by the fans. It's so obvious that Tekashi wants to be seen as a gangster or a real nigga, but it's like, bro, you blew that by snitching on 9 Trey. Even though they betrayed you, most people aren't smart enough to read into the details and figure out what really happened to you, so you fucked that up. Then you also fucked up the whole, why won't you guys treat me the same as you treat Gunna? The reason why they won't treat you the same is because you are an antagonistic character. Every time they turn around, you are disrespecting someone they love and admire. Why would they like you? Why would they treat you the same way as Gunna? Why? 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 I'm trying to understand. Why does 6ix9ine think that these dudes are gonna treat him the same way as they treat Gunna? They're making 1,000,001 excuses for Gunna, 6ix9ine, because Gunna's more likable than you. Gunna's not on the internet antagonizing people. Gunna just sits back and makes music. He doesn't bother anybody. You are the master of bothering people, and as a result, people don't like you. I have nothing against 6ix9ine. I don't dislike this nigga. I don't dislike 6ix9ine. What I dislike is the way he moves. It's like, bro, if you're gonna be this antagonistic character, you need security around you 24/7. If you're gonna be in Miami, you gotta have security with you all the time. Otherwise, you need to go somewhere where no one in that area gives a fuck about you being Tekashi 6ix9ine. Go to Maine, go to New Hampshire, go to Colorado, go somewhere away from this ignorant bullshit, street shit, beef shit. Go away. You got mad Puerto Ricans in Miami that want to fuck you up over what you said about Puerto Ricans. You got mad people all over the urban areas of America who want to be able to go viral for fucking you up, bro. In order for you to turn this around, you've got to be more of a human. You can't, every time you open your mouth, it can't be to antagonize and disrespect. You have to realize that how you are perceived is affecting the way you're being treated by the media. And I want to see Tekashi 6ix9ine like angle a little bit differently. Like, bro, like come at it different and people would treat you differently. I really believe that. I really believe that Tekashi 6ix9ine can genuinely change the way people perceive him, but he has to be a nicer guy. He has to be a more reasonable guy. Every time somebody dies, you can't come out and just violate, bro. You know, but it is what it is. Tekashi's sitting there saying he ain't finna beef up his security. I don't know what his mindset is. I don't know why he would do that. I don't know what his plan is, but hopefully Tekashi 6ix9ine moves better and thinks better. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.